Do what you want, for a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Hey guys, it's the BrainScratch crew, and here with the last Shantae game, for the time being, at the very least. And my personal favorite, until maybe Half Genie Hero beats it, we don't really know at this point. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. Woo!
Which is coming out on Steam in 2 days as of this recording, so nice timing.
Is it still $19.99 on Wii U and 3DS?
Yes, yeah, I checked it a little while ago, like a couple days ago, while I was browsing the eShop. It's $20, which is a bit pricey for what it is, but what can I say? You can do worse for $20.
It's worth it in my mind. It's definitely worth it.
Well, yeah, it's a much more substantial game than, say, the Legend of Korra game, which was $15 and still managed to make you feel shortchanged.
It definitely has more meat to it than Risky's Revenge.
Oh, yes.
To be sure. I'm playing this game on the Wii U, for anybody curious, so yeah.
Yeah, HD resolution portraits. Fuck yeah. We made it up in the world, ladies and gentlemen.
HD resolution portraits. Still compressed cutscene footage, possibly, but still pixelated as hell sprites.
I think the sprite quality is still damn impressive, though. This game looks great if you're playing it on a TV. Personally, I play this game on my 3DS more often than my Wii U, just because I'm more of a handheld guy than a console guy. But I can't blame anybody for wanting to play this game on their.
So hang on, did they give Shantae like her own special portrait and sprite for the 2 seconds she had in her bedroom?
Of course, fan service.
It's called dedication.
No, you know what? I am going to draw the line on calling women's pajamas fan service. Okay, when people are in bed, they wear less than that. Actually making people wear pajamas is censorship by telling
Hey, Lewis, somebody's got a fetish for it out there, okay? WayForward has got that one person covered.
Yeah, well, people also have fetishes for tent-sized dresses. Anyway,
and I sleep in the nude.
This is looking oddly familiar, but didn't we, do this in the first game? Except with genie powers.
With genie
barely even. All we had was a hair whip back then. So.
Yeah, this is an obvious homage to the original Burning Town sequence from the first Shantae, but only I think this one's better because Pirate's Curse controls better than the original Shantae, so yeah.
Also,
I never really had an issue with control when it came to Shantae, but Pirate's Curse out of all the games, well, by that I mean Risky's Revenge to compare to, has the most callbacks to the original game.
You said in the music. I didn't actually recognize very many of the remixes to the first game soundtrack.
No, I'm just talking about just how things are laid out, and I'm talking about enemies, callbacks, music's part of it, obviously, but Pirate's Curse really loves to bring reference to the first game.
Can I just point out how much faster this game looks compared to the other two? Just in terms of running speed.
I don't think you actually run any faster. I think it's more an optical illusion because the screen's bigger. At the very...
Maybe.
It is a bit odd. Like, if you play Risky's Revenge on the 3DS and then play Pirate's Curse immediately after, you'll notice that they did shrink the sprites for the widescreen support.
I think
Shantae is noticeably bigger in Risky's Revenge.
I think it's just a resolution thing. It's basically the same sprite, a few modifications and new sprites here and there for specific, especially the pirates, the pirate gear you get, but other than that, though, it's essentially the same sprite, but a higher resolution screen, so obviously the sprite's going to be smaller on the bigger resolution screen, so that's why. For my money, I think that it makes the game play an awful lot better, because if your character takes up a larger portion of the screen, I don't know, it just makes the gameplay feel a little bit weird to me. So, yeah. That's just one of many, many things that I think got improved with the transition from Risky's Revenge to Pirate's Curse. But, I think 5 years of hindsight... I don't know what that guy was doing, either.
What? Huh? What?
What?
He wanted to take a dive. I'm not going to stop him.
An aquatic mine?
No,
we did that plenty in Risky's Revenge.
Yeah. No Knuckles raps in this playthrough, unfortunately. Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Also, for those looking for BrainScratch trivia, I actually recorded this playthrough before I recorded my Risky's Revenge playthrough.
I don't blame you. This has a much more exciting start.
Yeah. This game actually came out Christmas, I believe, on the Wii U, like Christmas Day. Though the Wii U port came out, I think I recorded it like the 26th or something. So yeah.
I don't blame you. It's a great game, and as I said in Risky's Revenge, this is my favorite of the Shantae series.
Me too. Until maybe Half Genie Hero comes out.
Maybe.
Eventually.
This year, maybe? Nah.
Yeah. Oh.
No, definitely of 2000 and blah. Everything comes out that year.
What if it came out in 3000 blah?
Sorry to say, I think I may be dead.
What an unorthodox swordsman.
Oh, don't worry. The Ammo Baron's got an entire legion of these dudes.
You can detonate these bombs early with the pike ball.
Oh,
let me guess. He's kind of upset about the mayor taking back the town.
Oh no, the mayor did.
No, he's taking over.
The mayor never took the town back.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to convert.
We talked to him, but he
Scuttletown
sold the town in a moment of weakness, and then spent all the money on waxy chocolates. And then by the time he went to make dirty water and came back, he already moved in.
So now they're on the verge of converting Scuttletown into, I guess, a really big fucking weapon.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's the Ammo Baron, so I'm assuming he's just gonna make it into bullets. I don't know.
A house shaped as a giant bullet, starting with Shantae's joint.
They actually never touch Shantae's house. Even when they start like transforming the entire town later in the game.
Yeah.
It's not technically part of the town. It's this lighthouse sort of beach house thing going on way off in the background area.
Not very big living space.
Also, I love how Scuttletown's like this huge place in this opening sequence, but once we actually get to the main game, it's only like 2 screens wide.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you think that was a callback to Aladdin?
What was a callback to Aladdin?
You know, Shantae has phenomenal cosmic powers, itty bitty living space.
That's a little bit of a stretch.
I just really thought about that now.
Although some of the level structure in the town we just ran through does sort of remind me of the Genesis game.
I've never played the Aladdin Genesis game.
It's hard.
I've played the Super Nintendo game.
Is there a difference?
That's hard too.
Yes, it's hard too.
Okay, so we have an intro boss here. I actually figured out during my recent playthrough that if you stand on top of the boxes all the way to the left and crouch, this boss can't touch you, like at all.
Nope.
So I kind of get pot-shotted because I don't really give a shit because it's the intro boss and it's not going to kill me. But if you're one of those I can't take damage kind of people, stand there and he can't do anything to you. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do something similar in Risky's Revenge with the Risky's boss fight. If you're standing where the door is at to your house, nothing Risky does touches you.
Oh, huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And for some reason you can whip red cannonballs, but not black ones. I don't know why.
Because you see they are red, not black.
They're moving slower, it looks like.
They also bounce. Maybe they're like kickballs or something.
Let's play some dodgeball, nerd.
If you can dodge a cannonball, you can dodge a hair whip.
What?
I do like the art style for the portraits in this game a little more than Risky's Revenge.
Oh yeah, they're a lot more expressive. Like Shantae's default neutral kind of pose doesn't have her mouth open like door. And I believe they were drawn by Inti Creates, who are the people who make like the Mega Man 0 games, Mega Man 9. So they're actually Japanese instead of the Western team that made the game itself, which is interesting, I suppose.
For the better, I will stress, because like I liked the art style from the last game, but at the same time, I also thought everyone needed to really eat a sandwich. These are by default more miniature, more stout, I should say, and everyone's a little fuller, and I think it works better for this kind of game.
You and your art criticism because you're an artist.
Of course, in the art style that they're going with in Half Genie Hero is even shorter and stouter, so I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I think they're trying to make it more consistent, I suppose, because the entire game is hand drawn as opposed to this being like more video gamey sprites. So I suppose they just want to have like the portrait art kind of match the gameplay a little bit more. Because
well, yeah, but even in that sense, they've changed the look of the sprites themselves as well. So,
Now,
I kind of
for the sake of a joke, she suddenly has a realization that she doesn't own a bathtub.
how does she?
Does she shower at all?
Well, she does live right next to the ocean. I suppose she could jump in there. I guess.
well, she used to have genie powers, so maybe she just never needed to clean up.
She just wished it away. Go
Now
away,
she-
filth.
Now she's full human, so she needs to go to the bathroom like the rest of us.
How? Wait, hold on. I just realized that Risky's got cufflinks, even though she doesn't wear a shirt. Okay.
Yes.
Well, it's just part of the kind of outfit design where you have like
It's a matching set.
I want to say arm warmers, but no,
They're
it's
not
quite the
warming
same
anything.
thing.
No, wrist warmers. Her wrists
Yeah.
are really fucking cold.
It's accessorization. It's just there because they
Yeah,
want
magic
to have
sets.
It's supposed to look good. It doesn't have to be functional.
Doesn't have to make sense.
If we're talking about Risky's outfit in general, functional was not on her mind.
No, it was not.
Or at least nothing can get in the way in terms of combat.
Well, anyway, just to make a brief side note, the Tinkerbat transforming into the Cacklebat was actually kind of disturbing when I first looked at it. So,
I think it's because you can just imagine, you can just hear the bones protruding and transforming into different things.
Oh, thanks, Cacklebat, for waiting for us to get dressed.
What a nice guy. I feel almost ashamed whipping you to death now.
not really. These guys are assholes.
Not really. You have to die.
Still gotta deal with touch damage and knockback, I see.
You actually can get an upgrade to reduce knockback, or will actually just like kind of backflip during your knockback to get back on your feet right away. Like a
Which
dumb...
restores your triple jump.
Oh wait, it does?
Yeah, if you're triple jumping and you get knocked back and do the recovery, you get your triple jump back. I'm trying to find a way to exploit that.
Well, I can imagine there are tons of ways you could exploit that in pirate mode. But like a dumbass, I actually don't get the recover until after I finish Saliva Island, which was a bad idea on my part, and yeah.
Let me guess, there's a lot of knockback there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of enemies in Saliva Island, and they're not very hard. They don't do a lot of damage, but there's a lot of them. So I kind of got knocked back into pits quite a bit. So yeah.
To be fair though, because the recovery move doesn't stop your momentum. It just makes you land on your feet. So if you're gonna get knocked back, you're still gonna land in the same spot even if you didn't have the recovery move.
Well, it's kind of like if you're on a platform and there's a pit behind you and another platform behind the pit. If you were about to get knocked back into the pit, if you use the recovery, sometimes you'll land back on the first platform and you won't have to platform your way all the way back up. So yeah. If we're gonna make a...
Does it start to give you like some control over your momentum in the air or something?
Well, it's kind of weird. Shantae has Sonic 4 Episode 1 control, where in that, if you let go of the directional pad, she just kind of drops. Of course, that's not a problem, considering the type of game this is, as opposed to Sonic 4 Episode 1. But you can, once you do the backflip, you can control yourself again in the air. It's just... by that time, you're most likely going to be on the ground, so it's not really an issue, I suppose.
So it sort of gives you a little bit of correction, but not all that much.
Yeah, it
doesn't entirely shift momentum.
It's worth the 100 gems though, so I should have bought it before I went out. But that was just a mistake that I made.
Just like Shantae 1, a lot of the extra moves are pretty worthless.
Oh yeah, don't bother with the backdash or the fighter's kick. They
never found a use for any of those.
Oh no, they are absolutely worthless.
Which is weird because the backdash was something she could do naturally in Risky's Revenge, and now she has to learn that in this game.
Magic.
I'm assuming
Well,
that was a magic attack.
Don't the moves count as 100%ing?
I don't. I think they just count Cacklebats and Heart Squids for 100%. Yeah, you can skip most of the upgrades in the shop though. Other than I usually get the hair upgrades. You definitely want to upgrade the scimitar because that's great. But you can skip like the pistol upgrades are in all that. So
You know what though? I think the upgrades and other moves may count for 100% because I completed a run through for Pirate's Curse this week in preparation for this commentary, and my second run on the 3DS was 3 hours faster, but I'm at 92% compared to my other file, which is at 100, where I bought everything.
Huh.
So the items and upgrades do count, I suppose.
oh,
Can I just ask a question? What is it with Shantae and squids?
eh.
It doesn't seem like it makes much thematic sense. I mean, do squids show up in the Arabian Nights kind of settings much?
It's really just a setting, though. They really don't play anything up for that.
I think it's just something unique for the game, I suppose. Or maybe she just really likes Splatoon. I don't know.
I love this remix of this theme from Shantae 1.
Also, those squids are absurdly cute, and that is an inaccurate portrayal of squids, because squids are freaking ugly.
Listen, I'm just gonna have to ask you to shut up right now, buddy.
Ah, man, I love the Squid Baron though. He's great. We'll be seeing him more next part. Ooh. See, look at that transition shit I did there.
Let's make him go on 3 seconds longer.
Gotta show off the thumbnail. It is part 1.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Roxy. That was Roxy that did it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.